Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a little while since you've seen me. You guys haven't seen me since I think it was finals week. So welcome back. I know it's been a little bit. It is now January 12th, I believe. I'm back home, obviously, and I'm home until the 27th. So really quick, I just want to talk about, I really want to just try and grow my YouTube channel again. Obviously, I've been very, very, very hit or miss the past like 2 years with my channel. I've been doing this, I think, since like middle school or freshman year of high school. And yeah, I've been pretty bad about it. But I have a little bit of a lighter semester this year. Not too light, obviously, but a little bit lighter. And so what I want to try and do is I really, really want to do one video weekly just to like start out. And I really want to grow my channel. And it is going to be mostly beauty featured, but I am going to put in some vlogs in there because I know the vlogs are very, very popular and I really enjoy doing them. But it is going to be focused on beauty. So just wanted to let you guys know that that is my plan, and I could actually really use some help sticking to it. So if I fail at it, feel free to leave a comment saying, Kelsey, get your crap together, upload a video, and I will listen to you. So today's video is actually going to be a review. This isn't a new product on the market. I mean, it kind of is, but not really. But I wanted to do a review of the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette. I really want to do a review on the whole vault, but I don't have the entire vault. I only have this one, and I got this as a Secret Santa gift. So I'm wearing it on my eyes today, but I'm wearing, oh my goodness, I'm wearing a little bit of Mystic, Rockstar, and Sparks. So that right there, what you just saw, is my first comment. I feel like I don't think this is a problem in all of the palettes, but in my palette specifically, the color Ballsy, which looks like this, its magnet doesn't work. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I would like to think it's not in all of the palettes. So if it is, I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but if it is, that's definitely one thing I would change, is just make sure that the magnet's a little like more magnetic, I guess. But yeah, so Mystic, what did I say? Mystic, Rockstar, and Sparks are the three that I used today. And I think I actually did put a little bit of Buried Treasure. So besides the one color falling out of its place, I really enjoy the mirror in this palette. I think that the mirror is great. It's long. It's really easy to hold up to your face, just like that. And I like it because I feel like because of the rectangular shape, I can really like focus in on my eye. I don't necessarily want the whole view of my face. I can just focus on what I'm looking at, like what I need to look at, which for me, I use this palette to focus on my eyes. So I really appreciate that mirror, and it's very easy to keep clean. It does come with a clear strip in it, like most palettes do, and I tend to keep that in there until I absolutely can't anymore, and it's so dirty that it's finally dirtying the mirror, and that's when I'll finally take it out. But it did come with a clear strip in it to cover the eyeshadows, which I really appreciate. Another thing that I really like about it, I like that the names are actually under the shadows. Some palettes don't do that. They'll either just put them on the box, and so then when you throw away the box, you've lost all of the color names, or they'll put them on the back of the palette. And you know, for YouTubers, I feel like having it right there in front of you is really easy. You don't want to be like applying an eyeshadow and being like, oh wait, what's this color? So I really appreciate that color names are right under the eyeshadows. So that's really nice. I think that the color range in this is pretty good because of the color Gem, which is that purple one right there. I feel like when I open this up, I expect it to be like mostly purples, but actually if you really take the time to look at it, I feel like the colors are more red. And I don't want to say that that's deceiving in any way, but it definitely is more of like a red purple as opposed to like a purple or like a blue purple, which I think actually ends up working. I actually really like that. I did on first impression think that it was more like straight up purple, but I actually really appreciate the colors that are in this palette. I think they're really fun to play with. I did a look with this palette on New Year's Eve, and it turned out really, really cool. I feel like it gets you out of your comfort zone when it comes to color, but at the same time, you can also like kind of keep it a little more neutral, natural, and I think the red undertones in all of the colors helps with that a lot. An example of what I mean about the different colors. I'm gonna swatch a few for you. So this right here is Gem, which like if you look at it, that is a pure like purple. It has like a little bit of a blue undertone, and obviously it has some shimmer to it. Whereas Mystic Mystic definitely has that purple undertone to it, but I feel like when I look at it, I think it's a little bit like more maroonish. And then you get to the color Spark and the color Rockstar. So Spark is the more red one, and then that one's Rockstar right there. I feel like those two are definitely more red-based with like red undertones. Sparks actually very clearly is a red color itself. There, you can see it a little bit better. But yeah, so that's just kind of what I mean about the colors being a little bit more red-based. Ballsy is a little bit more of a red-based, sparkly purple. Bling is a little bit more red as well. Kind of just depends. So, also, I really like the way that these swatch. I think the mattes are very matte, which I appreciate. And the sparkles, let me swatch Bling Bling for you. Okay, so Bling Bling is the one close to my wrist. You can kind of see it there. It doesn't show up well on camera, but when I first watched this, like the day that I got this palette, it was so pigmented. All of the colors in this palette are really, really pigmented, and I really appreciate that. So that's another really good thing. The one thing I will say, it definitely, and this is a problem with most eyeshadows I've found, but I tend to, when it comes to my lid color, I tend to use my fingers to apply it, and you can kind of tell by the color Ballsy right there. As well as Bling Bling a little bit. The formula doesn't react with like the oils on your hands very well. It gets a little like, it affects the way that the shadow looks. But again, I've found that in a lot of palettes, so that's not completely surprising. Packaging wise, it's very sleek. It's very sturdy. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's very sturdy and it's very easy for travel. It's small enough that you can just throw it in the bag last minute, but you also know it's going to be safe and sturdy. The magnet on the actual closing of the box, that is really, really good. So I know that once this is shut, nothing is coming out of it. So that's really nice. And I also think it's just very sleek looking. I really love the sparkles around the name and the white. It's very modern, very sleek looking. The one thing I will say about it though, this one, it's not as much of a problem because there's a little bit more of like a sheen over top of the packaging. But one thing I noticed on the original Jaclyn Hill palette is that if there is shadow on your hands, kind of like I apply my shadows, if you touch it, it will get shadow, which then ruins the effect of the white. So the one bad thing about white packaging, I think it looks really great, but then as soon as you get it dirty, it's kind of a hot mess. So I will say that. But overall, it's really, really nice looking. So my overall impression, I know this was a short video, but my overall impression of the palette is that it's really, really good. And I do really want the rest of the palettes. I love, love, love Jaclyn Hill. I think of all the YouTubers that I watch, she's the one I've been watching for the longest. I just think she's great, and she did a really good job with this palette. She also did a really good job with the first one, and I do really hope to try the other ones soon. So I know that my reviews aren't as detailed or like I don't have the same terms as everybody else. I'm still learning about it, but I did really want to do this for you guys because I think reviews are important. And I think even from big names to small names, I think all reviews matter. So I wanted to do this for you guys. Comment down below if you do want to see any more reviews. I do have the original palette. I also have some other Morphe palettes. I did have the Too Faced Sweet Pea palette, but I don't have it anymore. And if you want to see that video, I can explain why. But I would love to do some more reviews for you guys. I do get Ipsies every month, so I can maybe review some of the products that I get in that. I can do an Ipsy unboxing if you guys want to see that. Just comment down below some videos that you would like to see. I really appreciate some feedback. It would help me a lot. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today. So I really appreciate the support, and please help me grow my channel. I would love some help, some feedback, anything you guys can give me. Alright, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everybody.